Silence is the loudest sound in the universe. When the person you love stops talking to you, it triggers a primal panic. Your brain interprets silence as rejection. It interprets distance as danger. The natural instinct is to either chase them down to fix it or to walk away to protect your dignity. But what if I told you that you might be misinterpreting the signal? What if their silence isn't an exit door, but a mirror reflecting their own fear? There is a specific type of silence, a subtle change in the frequency of their distance, that psychologists know does not mean "I hate you." It means "I care about this so much that I am terrified of messing it up." It implies that they are overwhelmed by the intensity of their connection to you. If you walk away during this specific silence, you aren't walking away from rejection, you are walking away from love. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to spot the difference. We are going to analyze the nuance of protective silence. If you see these signs, do not run. Stand still. Let's dive in. Before we identify the love silence, we have to clear the clutter. Not all silence is created equal. In psychology, we generally group silence into 3 categories. You need to rule out the first 2. First is apathetic silence. This is the silence of "I don't care." It feels empty. They aren't checking your stories. They aren't asking mutual friends about you. You could disappear tomorrow and their life wouldn't change. This is the silence of a dead connection. If it feels light and empty, walk away. Second is punitive silence. This is the silent treatment. This is manipulation. They are ignoring you to teach you a lesson, to make you beg, or to feel power over you. It feels aggressive. It feels like a wall. If you feel punished, that is toxic. Walk away. But then, there is the third type, protective silence. This happens when a person, often with an avoidant attachment style, or someone who has been hurt before, feels an emotion that is too big to process. They go silent not to hurt you, but to regulate themselves. They are emotional flooding. This silence feels heavy. It feels pregnant with things left unsaid. And unlike the other 2, this silence leaves clues. Here are the 3 changes in their silence that prove they are still in love with you. The first change is what we call orbiting behavior. When someone truly wants to leave you, they sever the connection. They stop looking. But in protective silence, they cannot help themselves. They stop speaking, but they start watching. Are they the first to view your Instagram story? Do they accidentally like a post from 2018? Do they keep their read receipts on? Why does this matter? Because action requires energy. Attention is energy. If they are ignoring your texts but consuming your content, they are in a state of cognitive dissonance. Part of their brain says, "I need space, I'm scared." The other part says, "I need to know where they are. I need to make sure they haven't found someone else." This is a massive indicator of attachment. They are silent because they don't know what to say, not because they don't want to speak to you. They are checking on their investment. They are keeping the tether alive, even if it's thin. This sign is subtle, but if you catch it, it changes everything. It is the hesitation pattern. If you are on iMessage, WhatsApp, or Instagram, you know the typing bubbles. If someone doesn't care about you, apathetic silence, they don't type. But if they love you and they are silent because of overwhelm, they will often draft messages. They open the chat. They type, "I miss you." Then fear kicks in. "No, that makes me look weak." Delete. They type, "Can we talk?" Fear kicks in. "What if this leads to a fight?" Delete. You might see the typing bubble appear for 30 seconds and then nothing. Or you might see them come online immediately after you post something, but they don't message. This is the hallmark of perfectionism paralysis. They place such a high value on you that they are afraid of saying the wrong thing, so they choose to say nothing. This isn't a lack of effort, it's an excess of anxiety caused by high attraction. They are frozen by the weight of their own feelings. The third sign requires you to look at the interruptions in the silence. Rarely is silence 100% continuous. Usually, there are small moments of contact. When someone is using silence to punish you, their re-entry is cold. "What do you want?" "I'm busy." But when the silence is caused by fear or overwhelm, love, Their re-entry is often unexpectedly warm or normal. They might send a meme out of the blue after 3 days of silence. They might text you a song link. They might say, "Saw this and thought of you," and then disappear again. This is what John Gray, author of Men Are From Mars, calls the rubber band. They pulled away to get their independence back, but once they stretched far enough, the love snapped them back. The fact that they act normal or warm when they do reach out, ignoring the elephant in the room, proves that they don't harbor ill will toward you. They aren't angry. They were just recharging. They assume the relationship is still safe. This is a sign of trust, even if it feels frustrating to you. Let's look at the science for a moment so you don't take this personally. Why do people who love you go silent? It is a concept called emotional flooding. When the heart falls in love, the brain's amygdala, the threat detector, often goes into overdrive. Intimacy equals vulnerability. Vulnerability equals the potential for pain. If your partner or crush goes silent after a really good date, or after a moment of deep closeness, it is an intimacy hangover. Their system is overloaded with dopamine and oxytocin, and they need to retreat to baseline to feel safe again. If you notice the silence happens specifically after you guys get really close, that is not rejection. That is the biggest compliment they can give you. It means you shook their soul, and they need a minute to steady themselves. So, you have identified that their silence is likely fear or love, not rejection. What do? Most people bang on the door. "Why aren't you talking to me?" That just adds more pressure. You must become a lighthouse. A lighthouse doesn't run around the ocean looking for boats. It stands still and shines a light. Step 1. Stop chasing. Give them the space they are asking for. Prove you are strong enough to handle the silence. Step 2. Send the safety signal. After a few days, send one text. Not asking for anything. Not asking why. Just giving value. "Saw this and thought of you. Hope you're having a great week." That's it. No question mark. This tells them, "I am still here. I am not angry. I am safe." When they feel safe, the fear subsides and they will come back. Navigating silence is one of the hardest things to do in love. It triggers our deepest abandonment wounds. But wisdom is the ability to pause before you panic. If they are watching you from the shadows, if they are typing and deleting, or if they pulled away right after getting close, don't burn the bridge. Hold the light. Because often the person who goes silent is just a person who loves you so much, they don't know how to handle the volume. If this video helped you find some peace today, please hit that like button. It helps us reach more people who are hurting. Subscribe for more deep dives into human psychology.